Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Graham. Okay, ready? You ready, Zach?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Graham, do you want to kick us off, mate?
Yeah, thanks very much. Ken, Dan Bigger painted a very vivid picture of some of the chaos leading into the game last weekend. Presumably, this game, things have been a bit calmer, a bit more straightforward. How's it been?
Yeah, it has obviously played the Sharks on Saturday night. Got a good result there. Boys fronted up well, and then obviously travelled down to Cape Town, and yeah, and just sort of settled down at the new hotel here in just outside Cape Town. So it's yeah, it's been a little bit calmer and a little bit more straightforward the last couple of days, which has been great. So no, it seems that we're back to normal as much as normal can be in these times.
And in terms of the opposition, South Africa A have picked a really strong side. Did that surprise you? Is it stronger than you anticipated?
I'm not sure really. You know, obviously they've had some issues with COVID and whatnot in their camp. So I don't know whether it's players that are available or what. But you know, for us, it's a great challenge. Yeah, it's a very very strong side. But we always knew that you know, South Africa A especially was going to be one of the biggest challenges on this tour outside of the Test series. So for us, we've been building nicely with some good wins, especially against Japan, and then obviously at altitude against the Lions and the two games against the Sharks. So the way we've been building is we're going the right direction. So it's good to have this step up in intensity and level, which we're going to expect on Wednesday night. So for us, it's the perfect time for a challenge like South Africa A, and it is a very strong team, but it's one we're looking forward to.
Does it feel almost like an extra test has been put in?
I think when the said schedule is announced, you look back at 4 years ago when the Lions played, the Maori All Blacks. That was like the unofficial fourth test, and you get one on every tour. And South Africa A was always going to be that match on this tour. The extra test match put a sort of unofficial test match. So for us, it's we were expecting a strong team to be picked. Whether it was no COVID, pre-COVID, or in the situation we find ourselves in now. So we haven't been surprised by it all, and we're just looking forward to that the step up intensity which we're going to find. But it's something that we're going to need as a squad. 10 days out from the Test series.
And what did you and the other players, Ken, make of the suggestion from South Africa that you should play them twice, once tomorrow and once at the weekend?
I don't know. I think that's for the people in the boardroom to decide things like that. But I think it's we have an obligation as a Lions touring party, to play provincial games and in the spirit of the Lions tour, that we play a little bit of everybody and give everybody an opportunity to test themselves against the Lions and enjoying the special mystique of Lions rugby. So it's something that I can't particularly comment on. That's they obviously would want to play us as much as they can to prepare for the Test series, but for us it's we're looking forward to playing South Africa A tomorrow night, and then obviously the Stormers on Saturday, which is within our schedule.
Just lastly from me, the Alan Wynne is doing some fitness testing here back in Cardiff today. What would it mean to you, Ken, and the other players if your original captain jumps on a plane and arrives in Cape Town?
To be fair, if he manages to do it, it's absolutely incredible. But for me, I've known him a long time, and it wouldn't be a surprise at all. The way he recovers, what he does to put himself in the position, it's a credit to him and why he's been playing at the top level for so many years. But I think, if he does, there's been a suggestion that he may come out. If he does, obviously it'd be a huge lift for the squad. Connor's done an absolutely fantastic job since being made captain after the Japan game up in Edinburgh, and Alan Wynne come back, I would only add to that, the voice and the leadership group that we have here and around the squad. Pre getting injured, he was absolutely phenomenal, and what he's achieved in the game can only be a positive for us if he does come out, leading into this Test series.
Thanks, Ken.
Ken, do the Lions coaches announce the opposition team for you in a game like this? And I was just wondering what the players' reaction was when you heard that South Africa was so loaded. Was it a sort of a sense of excitement? Was it a sense of, right, come on then, let's go and get it? I mean, how do you guys react to that?
No, the coaches wouldn't announce it to us. You find out, like most other people, it's in the press and online and social media, and you do your analysis, and then once it's announced, you go and do your analysis and look at what you can. But for us, we always knew the South Africa, like I said, was going to be a big challenge on this tour. Yes, it's a very strong team, but so the Lions we've got a very strong team out, and it's a great test for us. 10 days out from the Test series to see where we're at, what we need to brush up on, and where we are, moving into this Test series.
I was just about to ask that. Is this the perfect game, if you like, 10 days before the first test, to iron out any kinks or show up anything that you need to work on?
Yeah, it is. I'm sure we're still learning. Where everything is geared up, everything we do in training, every match we play is all geared up to the Test series. There's still new combinations, people playing with each other for the first or maybe the second time. But, we're learning on the run, and, it's definitely a huge step up. The intensity is going to be a step up, the collisions, the physicality and everything. But it's something, that we're looking forward to. And just, if there is anything that we pick up that we need to improve on or need to work on or brush up, then yeah, it's still a way out from the Test series, and we can see where we're really at.
Your last start was back in Edinburgh against Japan. You must be itching to get back out there as a starter again. Yeah,
I can't wait. There's obviously been a rotation, which we all knew about, and I was chuffed to get a start up in Edinburgh. Enjoyed that that run out against Japan, and obviously had plenty of game time off the bench, especially at altitude, which was fun. Not quite getting your second wind, but no, just looking forward for another opportunity to start in a Lions jersey, and and hopefully put another performance in to get the win on for us on Wednesday night.
How hard is it for you as a player who is used to regularly being a starter to suddenly have to adjust your mentality of coming off the bench? Because a lot of you have to do that because, of course, you are used to being the first choice player in your position for your region or your country. But when you come to the Lions, all of a sudden you have to get used to being a bench player.
Yeah, that's the nature of the beast, and it's in whatever capacity you're asked, and whatever you're asked to do on a Lions tour, you do, because that's what you've got to do to get a successful Test series win. And for me, it's always been my sort of motto. I'm a team first man, and I was on the bench a long time at the start of my international career, and I enjoyed that role because it meant that I got an opportunity to put on the jersey and be within the 23. And I've been on the bench twice this tour so far, supporting the boys and doing whatever's asked of me. So everybody buys into whatever's asked of them on the tour, and that's what you got to do to make a Lions tour successful.
Thanks, Ken.
Ken, hi, it's Michael Corcoran here.
Hi, Mike.
How are you doing? Listen, I'm just wondering, since you landed in Cape Town and transferred to your new base and trained in the rain, has there been a sort of a noticeable shift upwards in terms of gear now that you're on to the next chapter and that first test is coming pretty quickly?
No, there definitely has been. It's obviously been a little bit easier training at sea level, which has been a help, and obviously the temperatures dropped slightly down here in Cape Town. But no, you can definitely on any tour, you sort of have little milestones throughout it, which make it definitely closer, like you said, to that Test series. So moving to Cape Town now, it's definitely that step up in intensity and focus, knowing that we got South Africa A tomorrow night, Stormers, and then we're into the block of the Test series. And there's definitely been mentality shift, and you can feel it definitely building here, because everybody knew coming on tour, as soon as we done our first stint in Johannesburg, and once we got down to Cape Town, we were starting to get into the business end of the tour, so to speak. So there's definitely been a shift in mindset and a focus since we've come here.
And in terms of the training conditions, there must almost be like a kind of giddiness there, for want of a better phrase, given the fact that you've left the oppressive humidity behind you, and you trained certainly in the rain. There's a lot of puddles on the training pitch.
Yeah, there was. It was a bit of a shock to the system when we've been obviously training in altitude, which was great. Everybody feels a lot fitter instantly. You're coming down to sea level, but yeah, what it done, obviously, in some ways we had it easy up in Johannesburg with the great conditions we had there, and obviously coming down, experiencing the wind and the rain, which we haven't done for 2 or 3 weeks or so. It was it really tested our skills and our execution, which I thought was absolutely fantastic yesterday, especially in tough conditions, which you would have all seen the videos and the pictures. And I think it was credit to the boys, a sharp turnaround since the Sharks, and the learning off the field the boys have done. And then obviously that execution in tough conditions yesterday was credit to everybody involved, that the mindset shift was pretty easy.
And just a final question from me. I mean, everybody's talking about this match against South Africa being, almost like a fourth test. But for those who are selected, you have to look upon this as if it's the first test, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I do. It's definitely going to be a step up in intensity. You just got to look at the players and the team that they've picked. But we always knew that. And for us players, it's another opportunity to show what we can do, to put a marker down, obviously, for a place in the Test 23. But it's another opportunity to continue the great momentum we've built over the last 3 or 4 weeks on tour into the Test series. And as a squad out here, we're all buying into that. The boys who aren't involved tomorrow night have really put us under pressure in training to make sure that we're prepared for tomorrow night, to put a performance in, to set a marker down. All them boys are in the South Africa squad, so it is an opportunity to lay a marker down, and not for us to see where we're at, and what I'm looking forward to the Test series. Like I said, putting a marker down and just building and taking the opportunity in front of us.
That's great, Ken. Thanks a million. I'll see you at the weekend. Cheers, man.
So, like.
Thank you, Ken. Shwmae, Daf o'r BBC, ti'n iawn?
Iawn.
Llongyfarchiadau ar fod nôl yn y tîm. Di bod yn sbel ers i ti ddechrau gêm, ond ti wedi cael digon o gyfle oddi ar y fanc. Ti'n edrych ymlaen at gychwyn gêm eto?
Edrych ymlaen at y cyfle i cael dechrau yn y Crys Rhif 2. Fel wedys i'n gynharach yn Saesneg, mae digon o yn cael ei gofyn i wneud gwahanol bethau ar daith, a mae rhaid prynu mewn i'r rôl sydd yn cael ei gofyn ohonoch. Na, fi'n edrych mlaen, o'n i'n prawd iawn i cael dechrau yn y Bryn Japan, o'n i'n hapus fel nes i perfformio ar diwrnod ni. Bod ar y fainc dwywaith sydd bod yn gret, a trial dod â egni wrth y fainc a codi'r tîm. A jyst edrych mlaen at cael cyfle arall nos Fercher i dechrau erbyn y tîm AD Africa, a ceisio roi perfformiad mewn bydd yn gobeithio yn digon dda i cael cyfle eto yn y gemau prawf.
Ond mae dipyn o newidiadau wythnos diwetha, y gêm yn newid, dipyn o andref yn oddi ar y cae. I chi fel garfan yn teimlo wedi setlo chydig bach fwy nawr i chi yn Cape Town?
Mae shift wedi bod. Ni dod lawr i Cape Town, ni ddim wedi cael ddim byd mynd go wyth eto, chybod. So, ni wedi setlo yn eitha dda, nath y tîm cael ei enwi nos Sul, a ni wedi paratoi dros y 2 neu 3 diwrnod diwetha yn dda iawn. So, mae wedi bod neis i dod lawr i setlo, a ddim byd wedi mynd go wyth eto. So, gobeithio bydd hwnna'n cadw mynd mewn i'r gêm nawr, a bydd ddim byd yn cael ei taflu ato ni. Ond mae wedi bod yn gret. Oedd hi'n profiad byth gofiadwy wythnos diwetha, ond mae fe'n rhywbeth fi'n credu oedd wastad mynd i digwydd gyda'r sefyllfa ni mewn, ond fel mae'r carfan a'r tîm reoli wedi delio gyda fe, wedi bod yn proffesiynol iawn, a fi'n credu ni wedi gweld na gyda'r perfformiadau erbyn y Sharks.
Ac i sôn am y gêm, mae tîm A De Affrica yn edrych cryn dipyn fel tîm prawf De Affrica. Ych chi fel garfan yn trin y gêm hon fel gêm brawf ychwanegol?
Ie, ni'n gwybod bydd y step lan yn dwyster gyda'r chwaraewyr maen nhw wedi dewis, ond mae rhaid gweud y tîm sy'n mas gyda ni, gyda'r llewod yn edrych fel tîm prawf hefyd, oherwydd mae pawb yn garfan ni yn chwaraewyr ryngwladol o'r lefel ucha. So bydd hi yn prawf i ni, a ni'n edrych mlaen at y sialens a'r her na, ond ni'n jyst yn edrych mlaen. Ni'n gwybod beth sy'n mynd i dod ar bydd y lefel y dwyster yn mynd lan, ond mae'n rhywbeth ni'n barod amdano a edrych mlaen ato.
A mae'n bosib yn yr wythnosau nesaf, bydd hyn ffrind Alan Wyn-Jones yn rhan o'r garfan hefyd. Anodd i gredu ar ôl datgymalu i ysgwyd dim ond 2 wythnos yn ôl, ond ti'n un abod well na rhan fwyaf o bobl yn y garfan. Faint o hwb bys fe i gael fe yn ôl?
Bydd yn hwb enfawr. Mae Conor Murray wedi bod yn gret ers cymryd droso'r capteniaeth, a mae tîm o chwaraewyr profiadol yn y garfan, ond i cael Al yn ôl, mae fe'n gwneud popeth yn y gêm, a'r profiad bydd e'n dod. Bydd e'n gret gweld yn ôl mas yma, fi'n gwybod faint mor galed. Bydde fe wedi bod yn gweithio gytre i wneud yn siŵr bod e'n iawn i gallu dod nôl mas ar y daith os mae'r cyfle'n dod. Bod e'n mas yma, bydd e'n hwb enfawr i ni fel garfan i cael eu profiad o amgylch y garfan, achos mae wedi bod na, mae wedi wneud a mae fe reit ar ben ei gêm hefyd, so bydd e'n gret cael y mas yma.
Gwych, diolch ti Ken, pob lwc.
Hi Ken, Megan sy'n yma o'r rhaglen heno. Fath o Dafydd yn dweud, llongyfarchiadau ar wneud y tîm. Sut mae'r garfan i gyd yn teimlo am bod chi wedi cyrraedd Cape Town?
Ie, mae'n bod yn neis bod dod lawr i Cape Town. Oedd hi'n eitha dwy yma hefyd ar altitude lan fyna. Oedd e'n eitha galeg ar ymarfer yn dod yn gyfarwydd â ni, ond oedd yna'n gret i cael y profiad lan fyny, ond ni'n gwybod fel oedd y schedule y daith yn mynd, unwaith ni dod lawr i Cape Town, ni'n dechrau mynd mewn yn agosau at y gemau prawf, so mae'r ffocws wedi newid, mae'r dwyster wedi mynd lan unwaith eto yn ymarfer, a mae'r dwyster y gemau mynd lan eto. Ni'n jyst edrych mlaen i cael dod lawr yma. Yn rai o gweddau, mae wedi bod lot yn haws, mae'r tywydd yn eitha debyg i Gymru, a gyda'r altitude mae fe'n lot haws rhedeg rownd.
Mae yna lot o Gymru yn y tîm yma hefyd. Ydy hwnna'n gwneud gwahaniaeth i chdi fel chwaraewr i gael mwy o Gymru yn y tîm?
Yn rai o gweddau mae fe'n gallu bod yn haws, os mae mwy o chwaraewyr ar y cach yn gyfarwydd gyda, ond fi'n credu fel ni wedi crosi fel tîm a fel carfan dros y mis 6 wythnos diwetha, ni'n gyfarwydd iawn, a ni ddim yn gweld fel bod faint o Cymru, faint o Albanwyr, boes o Lloegr neu Iwerddon sydd ar y ca. Ni'n un tîm, a ni wedi dod at ei gilydd yn glos iawn, a ni'n really yn dod at ein gilydd a gwybod fel a beth ni angen o'n gilydd i cael fuddugoliaethau ac i perfformio. Mae fe'n gallu bod yn haws, a ni'n rhywbeth sydd yn neis i cael rhywun gyfarwydd wrth eich ochr, ond ni'n un garfan a ni'n jyst yn edrych mlaen at y cyfle.
A sut ydych chi gyd yn teimlo am y gêm fory? Sut mae'r nerfs yn teimlo?
Ni'n jyst yn edrych mlaen at y her, a ni'n gwybod arwain mewn i'r gemau prawf taw y gêm erbyn y tîm De Affrica A bydd un o'r gemau cleta ni'n mynd i cael, oherwydd y chwaraewyr bydd ar gael i nhw, a maen nhw wedi enwi tîm, a dyn nhw ddim wedi siomi, mae tîm cryf mas o nhw, ond mae tîm cryf mas o ni hefyd, a ni'n edrych mlaen at y her. bydd y dwyster a'r mynd lan yn y gêm, ond mae'r nerfen iawn yn jyst edrych mlaen at y cyfle o tynnu'r crys y llewod arno unwaith eto, a mynd mas na a gobeithio cael fuddugoliaeth.
Gret, diolch Ken, pob lwc fory.
Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Thanks everyone.